Hi there. Hey, this is Tack giving you guys an end of semester update. So because of all of this COVID-19's shelter in place type of thing, I just thought to share with you guys what works for me. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it's gonna work for everybody, but it does work for me fairly well. So the first one, as you can already see here, is OBS Studio. You can see that you can install it in Windows, Mac OS 10, or also Linux. And I'm going to put the application itself over the area that is actually being recorded. So this would cause a little bit of a mirror in a mirror type of effect, but I do want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so here it is. All right, so I know it looks kind of confusing, because it is recording itself. So this one is really helpful because let me show you what the control looks like. Okay, this is not going to be as confusing. This is what the control panel looks like, which can be docked to the main window itself, or it can be independent, floating like what you're seeing here. And the best part is you can stream. If you have a YouTube account that allows pretty much unlimited streaming, you can stream it live to a YouTube account, or you can just record it like what I'm doing right now onto the local hard drive. So it's really flexible in terms of what it can do. The other window I want to also show is the audio mixer. So in the audio mixer, you can see how the input is my audio input capture, which is actually the mic, and the mic itself is actually turned off, because there are several issues with using the built-in mic on my setup. But you can also see you can capture audio output. You can also capture desktop audio, so everything that is played on the desktop also gets captured. This is really helpful because later on we'll talk about what Discord can do and what we can do with OBS to record sessions in Discord. Okay, so that's the first piece, and then we are moving on to Discord. Okay, so Discord is really well known within the gamer community, but it's actually a really decent a tool for teaching online as well. You can see it has a download for Linux, but that's only because I'm using the browser in Linux. It is available for Windows, Mac OS 10, all the major distributions. So what I'm doing right now is to start up Discord and kind of shrink the window to fit in the screen. So let's see, don't switch. Okay. So I'm just resizing the window on the side, and now I can put it into the area where OBS is recording. Okay, let me resize just a little bit more. Okay, the top needs to be low. There we go. All right. So this is Discord, and I have one Discord quote unquote server per class, and you can see how in the text channel I have a text channel general for general discussions and stuff like that. But for each day of my lectures, I also have a date specific text channel. So this way, if students want to find out something that is specific to a particular day, they don't have to search, scroll through all the messages in the general text channel. And I also pin messages, particularly I use Discord for live streaming because the real-time for synchronous communication, Discord is a lot better compared to YouTube live stream because the lag time is a lot less, maybe a second or so, but YouTube has close to 15 to 19 seconds of lag time, which is not very good for synchronous communication, but Discord is really good for that. And on top of that, okay, on top of being able to do everything in text, Discord also has a voice channel. So if I click on general as a voice channel, then I'll be talking to the whole class or anyone who gets into quote unquote the general room at the time. Okay, so that's really kind of cool. So nobody's here. I'm gonna kind of show you what it looks like. So right now I'm connected by voice. And let me see if I can, yeah. So if I scroll down, I can see who is in the general voice channel right now. It's just myself, because none of my students is awake at this time. And then we can also use screen sharing. So this is the really cool part, is how to leverage one tool on top of another. Is I can do a screen share, but instead of pinning a particular screen that I want to share, I can now go to the OBS screen and share that one instead. Okay, so the nice thing about doing it this way, which is kind of awkward, is in Discord, if you want to switch to log another screen to share another screen, you have to go to this tool here and change which screen you're sharing. So, but by sharing the OBS screen, then Discord itself, okay, this is what Discord is live streaming right now. So Discord itself is really just using whatever OBS is seeing, and you can see how when I move, oh, you cannot see that. You can see how when I move the Discord window, I can actually see the window behind it, which normally cannot be done using just Discord, because Discord only can record one window at a time. But by recording the OBS window, which only looks at a certain area on my desktop, I can now do this. Okay, this is a lot more convenient, because I can now put my command line window, command line interface over the recorded area, so I can just move things in and out, and my students can see it basically at in real time as well. So this is really kind of handy. All right, so I'm gonna move this out of the way. Right now I'm using a headset that I just got yesterday from Amazon. And this is the one. Okay, it's not really the priciest headsets. It's not the cheapest one either, but it works exceptionally well. Okay, if you are a music person, it's not going to be the best option. But on the other hand, if you are oh, I got a student who joined me in the room here. So Joshua, I'm just recording a video for my colleagues, so I'm just testing out certain things right now. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna stop live streaming through Discord. There we go. And let's close that too. Okay, there we go. Getting back to the headset. So this headset, if you're a audiophile, okay, the headphone is okay. Okay, it does a really kind of I would say medium job when you're using it to play video games, but I certainly would not rank it as one of the better ones in terms of music. Okay, so but the best part of this headset is the mic. Okay, so this mic doesn't look like much, does it? Right? I mean, it's just doesn't look like much. But the sound quality of the mic is exceptional. You can hear it right now, and I got some background stuff going on. There's quite a bit of background noise going on too. But you can see that you can hear. Excuse me. You can hear that there's really not much noise being recorded, and that's because the mic rejects a lot of the background noise. Okay, it has got noise canceling, but it's a mechanical kind of noise canceling design, and it's not electronic. The headset itself comes with a cable that can connect to most computers. Okay, I take it back. It comes with a set of cables. Okay, it comes with many different cables. So one of the cables allow you to connect the headset directly onto a modern computer that has the same kind of headset connector as cell phones. So and that's what I'm using right now. I just plug into my laptop and it works. On the other hand, if you have a computer that has an older computer or a desktop computer that does not have the mic plus headphone jack, it also comes with a USB dongle that you can use. The USB dongle, which looks like this right here, that's the control of the USB dongle. It also offers like 7.1 surround sound and all kinds of good stuff. So it comes with a lot of stuff. Okay, a lot of useful tools along with the headset itself. Oh, it is also very comfortable. This is one of the most comfortable headsets because the foam is really thick. Okay, and it's not over the ear; it goes around the ear. So it doesn't once if I wear this for a long time, it does not actually pinch my ears. Whereas some of my other headsets would do that. If I wear like for an hour in a meeting, I can't wear that anymore. And sometimes you would see me, some of you okay have seen me kind of adjusting my headsets during a meeting, and that's because it is hurting. It's actually hurting my ears, and that's why I try to move it back and forth to alleviate the pain. This one is super comfortable. It does not feel much at all. And my alarm just went off on my phone. I'm not sure whether you guys heard that or not, because the noise rejection of this headset is just phenomenal. It's also really light. Okay, the headset combined with the headband is really light. It doesn't come with all the blinky LEDs that most gaming headsets would come with. This one is just kind of plain in terms of design, but it's very, very functional, and I think it's well worth the price. Because if you have to work in a relatively noisy kind of environment, because at home sometimes we got pets, we got children, we got house chores, and other things going on, neighbors, mowing the lawn, and whatnot. This one does a really good job rejecting all that noise. So if you don't have a headset, or if you're looking for a headset, I strongly recommend that you look into this one. It is not cordless, okay? It is corded, but since I'm tethered to the computer anyway, when I'm working at home, so it's not a big deal. The next one up is a tablet. Okay, this one is kind of interesting. It had caught my eyes for some time already. It is a pure tablet. In other words, this is not an Android device. It is just a tablet. But the selling point of this thing is the writing experience is just like actually using a pencil writing on paper. They made the texture of the screen and also the tip of the pen so that it feels just like using a pencil. Now, I don't need to use this because I have a tablet PC already with its own stylus, so it's not a big deal for me to use my computer for the purpose that the Remarkable 2 is designed for. They're only accepting pre-orders right now. If you order today, which is the early May, they say it will deliver in September, early September. So basically we have a lag time of 4 months. Holy smokes. But early September is still kind of early in next semester. And I already checked out the app of the PC or the desktop app of Remarkable. It has a mode where it can quote unquote live stream what is being drawn on the tablet on the PC. So if you use OBS or Discord to live stream the PC side, you can also live stream whatever you're doing on the Remarkable, which I think is great because this gives you the capability of basically free drawing stuff while you're teaching a class. Now, whether you're live streaming or not, I think it is still really handy to be able to do that. So that's about the end of my presentation, but I still want to kind of show what I can do with my tablet PC. Some of you or many of you have seen my tablet PC already, just because that's a device that is super handy. So I'm setting it up right here on the side of my keyboard, and it takes a little bit of time because the tablet does not have a way to prop itself partially open. And if I don't put a wedge into it, which I am trying to find right now, okay, then it will overheat. Okay, it's actually going to overheat if I don't do that. So right now I'm trying to find the wedge that I have made specifically for that purpose. Oh, it's right here. Okay. And if you're curious, I can show you a picture of the wedge. If you just kind of send me an email. Okay, there we go. I got everything set up, and I can show you what PC I'm using right now. It's the Lenovo X380 Yoga. Okay, there we go. I don't think they sell this new anymore. Apparently, they still sell it at Newegg. Wow, that is still super expensive because I paid about that much to buy it brand new with Black Friday deals. But this is the device that I'm talking about, and it is what it's no longer available because it's old. But that's okay because I just want to show you certain pictures about this. Okay, so there we go, photos. And it doesn't want to show me anything, does it? Nope. Darn it. Okay. But you can see how it can turn into just a regular tablet, and it comes with a stylus too. I just want to show you a picture with the stylus on. Nope, it does not want to show that. Okay, too bad. But that's okay, because I can just show you what I can do with it. There's an open source program called Zerno right here. So I'm moving Zerno into the recording area right here. And Zerno is open source. I mean, it's not a super duper refined program. It's not like Adobe, software, but it's also very functional. So right now I'm pulling the tablet stylus out of its quote unquote garage, and I can now use the stylus to write on the tablet. And I can just freehand draw stuff. So this doesn't cost me anything extra because I got the laptop computer already, and the program Zerno is free. It is available for Windows as well as Mac OS X. And I think this combination works really well for me because I can teach a class using just text that I have already prepared ahead of time. I can switch to a terminal, okay, like this one, and I can conduct live programming sessions, okay. And if I need to explain something that text alone cannot convey, I can now use the tablet as a virtual whiteboard, and everything is getting recorded. It gets live streamed on Discord for people who have signed in at that time. But at the same time, I'm also live streaming to YouTube. And I'm using YouTube more or less like a DVR, like it's just a recorder, and that has worked out really well for me. So so that's kind of what I have learned over this semester. And oh, my phone just thought that I was talking to it, and I'm not sure whether you guys heard it or not. It's kind of funny. So this is what I have learned over this semester. So if we need to teach remotely in the fall, I'm hoping some of you may find some of this to be a little bit helpful. All right, well, thanks for watching. I know this is kind of long, and I totally did not prepare for this recording. I just kind of recorded as I go. All right, cool. Thank you.